everyone, Andrea here with Great Expectations Realty, and it is Monday night, so that means it is time for What's Up Ocala. So, oh my goodness, this week, it is Saturday, the Macon Bacon Festival in English, Florida is happening. I know, a bacon festival. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to go. So, the doors open at 11 a.m. and they are going to have like best bacon dish, and that includes desserts. So I don't know how you can make bacon into a dessert. Maybe like chocolate covered bacon. I've seen that before, but either way, I think it's going to be pretty cool. So that's over in English. And then that night, there's actually a comedian over in Bellevue that's going to be performing. I don't know if they still have tickets available, but Tanya Lee Davis is performing over at Food Wizards. And I saw the coolest thing. I don't know how I missed this. I do not know how I missed this. But did you know that you can do a walking food tour of downtown Ocala? You can? You can actually go on there. They've got like some kind of historical facts and stuff too, which is all well and good, but it's all about the food for me. Sorry. So all of my fellow foodies out there, I love you. If you go to Ocalafoodwalks.com, it's like a 3-hour tour. That sounds familiar. 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so they're doing a 3-hour walking tour, and it's like $55, but it has several different restaurants, and you can try out different stuff down there. And basically it's a great idea to like go walk around, try different stuff, and try out the different restaurants and see where they're at and stuff, and just kind of like hang out. They're only doing like 5 people at a time, so you obviously have to make a reservation, but I thought it would be cool. So really good idea for a date night, don't you think? It would be fun. So anyway, so there's that. On September 25th, so it'd be like the following weekend. On Saturday, okay, I saw the coolest thing. So I don't know, have you guys heard about the FIDO project? Do you guys have that other places, or is it just Marion County? I would think other places. Anyway, okay, so the Marion Correctional Institute has inmates that are assigned they're assigned a fellow inmate. These are shelter dogs. And so these shelter dogs go for like 2 months. The inmates will actually train them, and they'll train them, for behavioral, and they'll also train them to do some, fun tricks and stuff. And it helps out both parties, because now you have a very well-behaved, trained puppy dog, whereas they might have had some behavioral issues before. And so they're easier adopted. And you also have an inmate that is learning to have this patience and this relationship, that they maybe didn't have a chance to do in the past. So anyway, the only thing that like threw me, I was actually really thought it was a brilliant idea. I kind of heard about it before. So they are having a adoption event, which is in our, just different businesses in the community will have the puppy dogs there. So Seminole Feed Stores is actually on Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. is going to have some of the animals up for, so you can like meet them and get to know them or whatever. And you can even turn in an application for them right there. But what gets me is the new adopted families are expected to attend the graduation event at the prison, and you actually are going to meet the trainees. It's probably a good chance for the trainees to understand, that this dog that they've probably come to care about, that they're going to a good home, and that it was all, for a reason. And, if the dog just disappears and they don't know what happened, it doesn't really bring any closure to it either. So it's just kind of, brings the whole process together. So kind of interesting. So that is one of the places available is Seminole Feed Stores, and that's on Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can meet some of the FIDO project dogs. And then the next day on Sunday, they have, which I think it's on Sunday. I don't know. It says Sunday, but it says September 26th. Okay, so September 26th, they've got the pour painting class, pour, P-O-U-R, not P-O-O-R. But anyway, but there's like a type of painting where it has like the different colors, but it's poured paint instead of brushed on paint. It looks really cool. It almost looks like gemstones or something up close, or it's kind of fractal, I guess. I don't know. It's really cool looking. But anyway, you can learn how to do that. If you go to UR Creative, like U, the letter R, and then creative.biz, you can actually register for that. But also on that Saturday at 9 a.m., that Saturday is the Denellen Duck Race, which we are a sponsor of, so kind of excited about that. So they have these wooden ducks that they send down the river, and if your duck wins, you win prizes, and they're like wooden ducks. Some of them are like 30 years old. And so if your number wins, then you win a prize, and it all, you know, by adopting a duck, and there are plenty of ducks up for adoption. The money goes to a charity, and there's several charities you can choose from. And yeah, so I think Habitat for Humanity is participating, and there's like the Denellen Chamber of Commerce is, I believe, the one that's putting it on. But anyway, should be a really, really fun event. But if you just want to go and watch, that's cool. It's going to be over at Swampy's at 9 a.m. And anybody that's familiar with Denellen, y'all know where Swampy's is. Can't miss it. It's right there on the river. But that is at like 9 a.m. on that Saturday as well. So kind of excited about that. So you could go to do that. You could watch me win and my duck win, of course. There's actually going to be 2 ducks that I think we have. So, and we get to name them. So I'm not sure. You guys can just let me know what you think the names should be of our 2 ducks. Because I got to know who to root for. So let me know what the names of our ducks are, okay, in the comments. That would be helpful because I don't know what to name them. But yeah, so that's what's happening like this week and next week, basically. There was a lot of stuff going on. Let's see, what else? What else? I don't even know all of what I don't know. Oh, I actually got the numbers. Now I gotta pull it up. I've actually got the numbers for this month versus like last year and stuff. Hold on. I did a screenshot of it. That's why I'm kind of like, what on earth? Oh, there we go. See, this is what happens when you go from a personal computer to a Mac. You have no idea what's going on. That's what that happens. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, I actually have all of the numbers. So like we've got the numbers for August of 2021 versus August of 2020, which of course it's not going to be like really, you know, fair anyway, because August of 2020, we were like just coming out of, you know, quarantine, and everything was just really hitting the fan, and we had no idea really what was going on or what was going to happen. 2020 was just crazy. So August, we were still kind of, you know, feeling all of that. But like, let's look at this year versus last year. Okay. So last year in 2020 versus 2021, we're down 45% of listings. Okay. So in August of 2020, there was 34,601 listings. And this isn't, let me just clarify, this isn't Marion County. This is actually like Central Florida. So this goes into, we don't have 34,000 listings. No. But you know, we normally have like, normally 2,000 to 3,000 residential listings, on any given day. You go in there, you got like 2,000 or 3,000 different houses to choose from. Okay. So this is like Orlando, Tampa, Ocala, like basically that whole swath of the state. So Central Florida. These are the numbers for them. Okay, so again, we had 34,601. Last month in 2021, we had 19,086. Almost half. That's how many listings we had. That's crazy. That was active listings. What's weird is that the new listings hitting the market. So in August 2020, we had 18,224 listings, new listings hit the market. In August of 2021, we had 18,906. So it was so close. It was literally within a few hundred. So it's not you know, not that much of a difference between those two time periods, but active listings, that's what really hit, because there were so many houses that got sold over this last winter. It was like ridiculous. So anyway, so that's really what changed the active listings, I guess. Pending sales, August of last year, 22,736. August of 2021, 22,639. So basically no change whatsoever. Kind of crazy, right? It's just, I love statistics. I hate like gathering the information for statistics, but I love the information provided. So I'm very happy, and I appreciate very much all of you guys out there that are statisticians. I don't know, those people that gather statistics for me to review and read, because I really do appreciate that. Average days on the market. Okay, so August 2020, average days on the market was 52, which isn't actually that much. Average days on the market now is 18 days. So if your house hasn't sold in about 2 weeks, there may be an issue. All right, total sales volume in August of 2020, 5.3 billion in Central Florida. For us in August of 2021, 6.3 billion. And I think a lot of that has to do with the price hike that has definitely happened since last winter. So obviously, even though we're not selling as many any more houses, the prices have gone up. So of course we're going to have bigger sales numbers. And here's a big statistic right here. Average sales price. Now again, this is all of Central Florida, not Ocala. I almost said I wish, but I don't really. I know that sounds weird, but not really. Because I think a lot of people would be priced out of it. And I think job-wise, our pricing is just not there yet. But anyway, that goes into a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, anyway. But average sales price for Central Florida, on average, August of 2020 was $319,123. Currently, it's $379,797. So basically, houses on average went up about $50,000. That's crazy. That is some craziness right there. Months of inventory, we had a little bit over 2 months worth of inventory. Right now, we barely have 1 month. And again, that's all of Central Florida. Like if you go into Orlando or Tampa, I don't think that's accurate. But if you go into Ocala, yeah, it is. So it's just kind of an average of those areas. So I don't know. It was just some interesting numbers I thought I would share with you guys. I got to share at least something in real estate. Gotta go into real estate. You guys actually watch this because you love real estate as much as me, right? That's probably it. Hopefully. I don't know. Okay. I think it's all about real estate because I'm like a fairly boring individual. Okay. So let's go into Market Watch. Now this is for Marion County. This isn't for like everywhere and then some. This is literally just Marion County for the last 24 hours. That's what I share like every week. New listings, we actually have 61 new listings. However, 75 listings went pending. So still going in the wrong direction there. We want to have a nice, stable economy here. So if we could just have that a little bit more evened out, that would be helpful. Price increase 3, price decrease 28. So, and I think that is a lot of houses are not appraising, and or the houses may have issues, and so the sellers are, coming down in the price as opposed to like putting a new roof on. The roofing issue is a major big deal right now. It is really hitting real estate hard. So I've gone into that a little bit, but yeah, people with like a 15-year-old roof are being told they can't sell their house unless they put on a new roof, and the roof they have is like perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not leaking. It's not anything. It's just the buyers will not be able to get insurance on it without that. So it's just become a major issue. But yeah, it's basically payback from some insurance claims that may or may not have been fraudulent before. Not by me, but when a large quantity of people do stuff like that, then it's the same as like, the sinkhole coverage and stuff before. Like we went from having like no sinkholes or very, very few to having like 5,000 claims. Well, yeah, so they kind of hit back hard on that. Anyway, that goes into a whole nother thing. So we're not going to do that. But back on the market, 16. Sold, we have 43. Expired, 2. We have 2 expired listings. Leased, we have 4. With John, we have 3. And canceled, we have 5. Somebody was like, I am not playing around with this anymore. Oh my goodness. I got, by the way, I don't know if y'all saw or not. I'm really big about our, I mean, I'm a small business owner, so I'm really big about our reviews and referrals and stuff like that. But just before I turned on this, we got a 2-star review. And normally I'd be like, okay, you know, if it's somebody that we haven't done business with or something like that, I'd be like, you know, it is what it is. We'll have to try harder. We've got to, like, you know, do better on this. This is not the case in this one. So we had somebody, which, you know, I don't get into anybody's business. That's their business. But they made this very public announcement on Google and gave us a 2-star review. Okay. So this person, we have, we asked them to go ahead and move out. We did a non-renewal. Non-renewal normally means in Florida, you have 15 days. 15 days is not normally long enough to move out of a house. That's just, I don't know why that law is even in there, because 15 days is kind of crazy. But anyway, it is what it is. If you are not in a lease and the owner is like, I don't want to, you can go like month to month. A lot of y'all are on month to month right now. That's a bad idea. In Florida, that means that the owner or you can decide to move out with only 15 days notice. Normally, it depends on your lease and everything, but yeah, it's normally 15 days notice. Okay. That's the law. So everybody's like, oh no, I don't know if I want to sign another lease. I'm just going to go month to month. Dude, that is a bad idea. Bad idea. So anyway, so we actually gave this person 30 days notice. They let us know that they were wanting to purchase a home. It was actually, they were using one of our agents, and, you know, of course we're trying to work with the agents, trying to work with the owner of the home, trying to make everybody happy. But anyway, so we're like, you know, owner of the property was fine with them staying a little bit longer, in order for them to close on their new house. So, okay. Well, 1 month turned into 2 months, 2 months turns into 3 months, 3 months turns into 4 months, and they're still, they're still not closing on their house. Well, in the meantime, it came to light that they had moved people into the house, that were not on the lease, you know, so it's like, okay, that's not a good idea. Like, moving in people or pets is like an instant void of your lease, 7 days notice, and that's it. So that's a bad plan. If you want to get a roommate, but do it right. Like, you know, let your landlord know, because they have to know who's in the house they're renting out. Okay. There's laws. Okay. You can't just willy-nilly move people in. All right. So yeah, so they had that. But at this point I was just like, you know, we literally bent over backwards for them, and their review said that we only gave them a 30-day notice, and basically we should be ashamed of ourselves. And I'm like, I don't have a problem with reviews. I really don't have a problem with reviews that are honest. And I've given a lot of reviews. I actually have a lot of fun with it. You know, if a place is great, I want people to know how great it is. If I had a bad experience, it's like the easiest way to get a hold of management and say, hey, you might want to check on this. This one wasn't. I don't like it when people give fraudulent reviews. That, it just bothers me on a level I just can't even tell you. Or make themselves the victim that they weren't. That, it sets my teeth on edge. Like, it just really does. So, I mean, obviously I can't get into, well, I'm not going to, I can get into a lot of detail. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But it really, really did. Because at the same time in the review, they were talking about how great this agent was. And I'm like, why, if you wanted to, this agent, it's her reputation as well. And yeah, I know she went above and beyond, like above and beyond. And to put a 2-star review on the company affects her too. It's not like it's just me or it's just property management. It's all one thing. So when you give one part of a company a bad review, but oh, there was this one person, it doesn't work that way. There's opportunities that agent may miss in the future because of that review, because somebody randomly, you know, a year from now might see a slightly smaller star rating on Google or something, and then be like, you know, go right over us and go to somebody else because of that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going off. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but if I deserved it, or if I say I, because I take it so personally, I know, isn't that awful? But it's my company, it's my baby. It's like literally somebody just came in and like, we were kind to them and then they just came over and smacked my child. Like it's so shocking. I feel like somebody just like threw ice water on me or something. And it's like, oh, you know, and the words like no good deed goes unpunished keep running through my head. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that person, you know? So we're going to continue doing everything we can for our tenants and our owners and our buyers and our sellers and everybody, and playing fair. And we're going to keep looking at the good in people, and we're going to keep doing everything we can for everyone. But it definitely is not, it's not as much fun when you have stuff like that. So it makes it just a little bit harder to be kinder to the next person. You know, it's harder for us to go above and beyond when we do it and then we get smacked for it. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, so hard. So, but major props to one of my agents, Alati. She was awesome. She did go above and beyond. So huge kudos to her. And if any of you guys have worked with her, I would definitely give her a 5-star review, because she is freaking amazing. Absolutely amazing person and an amazing realtor, and you cannot go wrong with her. And the very odd review kind of said that. I don't know. Now everybody's going to be going on the Google review and be like, what? I don't know. But anyway, hopefully you guys have had a fantabulous Monday, and definitely keep up with the comments. Love the comments. It's so amazing to be able to chit chat back and forth with you guys on there. We are going to continue doing the Friday night lives. I guess you guys enjoy being on there. If you have any questions for me on the Friday lives, please feel free to comment there. Because yeah, I have like no idea what to talk about. I'm just chit chatting right along. So feel free to put in add your 2 cents in there. It's fun. I love having the conversation with you guys. But those are Fridays at like 6:30 is normally when I go and turn that on. And I do it anywhere from half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. Just basically until I've, you know, chit-chatted with everyone and kind of gone from there. So anyway, hopefully you guys are having a great week, a great start to your week, and definitely keep the questions coming. I will admit, the questions are getting harder. Whew. You guys are sending over really difficult questions. Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to keep up with your real estate related questions. Those are the harder ones. Stuff about Ocala and general real estate questions, those are great. But man, some of those questions, I'm like, holy smokes. Hopefully you guys are having a great week, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.